So let's have a little chat, shall we? I've been having a lot to say lately. You know, a lot of energies are communicating. Let's just say that. A lot of things are starting to make a lot of sense. Time is a trap. Let's just get into what I want to talk about. See, whenever I go into meditation, I get information. And yes, that rhymes. Because I'm somewhat of a poet as well, a little bit. Time is a trap. And I'm sure a lot of people may have heard this before, but I'm going to repeat it. Time is a human construct. It's a human construct that was created to keep you trapped, to keep advanced beings trapped. It was created eons ago. See, a lot of the problems that we have now as beings, advanced beings, having a spiritual or a human experience. A lot of the issues that we're having now, they are cosmic, ancient issues. Let me say that again. A lot of the issues that we're having now, mind control, being cut off from your higher self, let's just say it that way. All of these things are constructs, constraints, restraints. All of those words have similarities because they're designed to keep us in a trap. Time is a trap. I remember I had a dream some years back, and I was walking in a circle in a mall. Whenever you dream about a mall, let me just say this, and this is nothing you can find in a book. This comes directly from Cia Grant. Okay? Just being honest. Whenever you dream about a mall and you're walking around a mall, that is your subconscious mind trying to tell you that you're walking in a entrapment, that you're in a maze, that you're in a construct of time that is a trap. That's your subconscious mind trying to tell you that time is a trap. I had that dream a few years ago, and I saw a clock on the wall as I was walking through the mall. I know that rhymes too, right? I know. But nevertheless, I get it now. It may have taken me a long time to get it, but I get it now. So when I hear people talk about time travel, you're not actually going to another time. You're going to another point of experience, if that makes sense. Because everything is happening simultaneously. And as titans or gods, whichever one people want to call themselves, the goal is to get out of the cycle and the entrapment of time and what we call space. Because I'm going to tell you something, I'm not going to go into too many details, but that universe out there is an artificial universe. That's an artificial universe that was created. The real universe is inside of you. Let me say that again. The universe out there that everyone worships, that's an artificial universe. And it uses the construct of time to keep you trapped in your mind. It uses the construct of time to keep you trapped in your own mind. I got a channel from Roxie Roker, the lady that used to play Helen on The Jeffersons, Lenny Kravitz's mother. She came to me in a dream, had some very interesting things to show me symbolically. I asked her some questions. I'm not going to say what I asked, but I will say this much. What she showed me is that we need more sunlight. She was talking about black people. She said, we need more access to light, sunlight. Let me be clear. She wasn't talking about the sun out there in the sky. She was talking about the hidden sun within us. She was talking about the hidden sun within us. She's a form of the Christ. Because what people don't understand, the real Christ that everyone's looking for is really the black woman. That's the real salvation. The black woman. But I'm going to put that right over there for a second. I'm just talking. She said we have to walk away from these constructs, these constraints, these restraints. We have to walk away from them. We have to open up that door and walk out. And we have to start going within, looking for the sunlight that's hidden within us. We need more sun. That is why black people are going so crazy. Particularly black men, because you are not accessing enough light within you. See, the real sun is within you. That's the real light, which is that which resides within you. That's the real light. That's what she told me. I wasn't going to say anything, but something said, you know what, go ahead, and just wasn't the right time to say anything the other day. But time is a trap. Everything is happening in the now. These new numbers have been used to keep us confused. Let me say that again. Yeah, I know I'm rhyming. Numbers have been used to keep us confused. Because if you don't understand certain calculations or certain breakdowns of numbers and why they're used, you will be confused, myself included. I had to teach myself how to understand certain things and certain, deities, because that's what numbers are. They are deities. They're formulas. Deities are formulas. And all of these formulas are inside of our own minds. We just haven't tapped into it because we're worried about time. Time was created to keep you trapped. So you would not know that you are an infinite, timeless being. Black people are infinite. We are timeless. Our souls are infinite. They are timeless. The soul does not have a gender. It does not have a sexual orientation, and it knows no time. Gods know no time. There is no time. Let me share this little tidbit with you as well. A few years ago, I had another dream. And I went to the year 2090. the year 2090. I've gone to other so-called timelines too. I've gone to 2122. I've gone to timelines where people were living on the moon because the earth had been destroyed. How about that? I've gone there too. But I'm not going to talk too much about that. But again, we have numbers and we have the construct of time keeping us trapped and limited in our mind. Yeah, that rhymes again. So I went to 2090. I went to Sierra Leone in the year 2090. But what I found out is that, and I see it now, I didn't see it then, but now things are starting to come to fruition and things are starting to make sense. When I had that experience, I was flying through what some would call a black hole or portal that I created because I am God. I'm God over me. And as I was flying through this portal, it was dark, but I could see. And I heard music playing and I heard drums beating, and it was like an African celebration as I was flying through this portal, going wherever I was going to go, having this I like to call it an outer body experience. I was thinking about that experience the other day, trying to say, well, what was my mind trying to show me? My mind was trying to show me that I'm timeless, that I'm infinite. I mean, it was like a major celebration as I was flying through this portal. They were beating drums. It was just a major celebration as I was flying through this portal. So I don't give a fuck what people in this world think about me. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Because see, that's when I say I know who I am. I know who I am. This is not ego. This is just truth. Because anybody can have experiences like that or even better. But what my mind was trying to show me is that I'm timeless. There is no time. 2090, those are just numbers. And in actuality, what was happening, I was going back to an experience that I had already lived. Because we've already lived in 2090. We've already lived in 2122. But we don't understand that. We don't understand that though. Because our minds have been controlled to think that this is where it's at, this is where it ends, and this is where it begins. In actuality, we've already lived in those years before. We're in a cycle, in a trap called time, controlled by somebody else. "2090, I've already lived that." That's what my mind was trying to show me. 2122 or 2182, that was something I already lived. But what ends up happening is when they destroy civilizations, they start them up again with the same construct of time and entrapment. We're walking in a trap. Just like they say reincarnation can be an entrapment. Reincarnation and time can be intertwined. in a sense. But what a God does, we rise above that and we live outside of the scope or the construct of time and space. And we see things in more of a bird's eye view, like I'm doing now. So now I get it. I'm having infinite experiences. As we speak now, we have infinite experiences. There is no such thing as time. If you go to a certain period where you're having an experience, you're just having an experience. You meet at a certain point to view certain experiences that you may have had or that you're having. And it could very well be that that version of 2090 that I've been to, maybe that's a version that's happening in the now simultaneously. When you dream at night, dreams are actually smaller renditions, let me say that, of what happens when you die. See, when you die and when your spirit leaves your body, your spirit can die, but your soul is infinite. When you die, when your physical body dies, you don't just go to one place. You have infinite experiences. Just like when you're dreaming, you're in one dream, then you notice you morph into another dream. At least I do. At least I do. You're dreaming one, like you could be dreaming about, let's say, an amusement park in one part of your dream. Then in the next part of your dream, you'll be in your old childhood house. Then in the next part of your dream, in the same sequence. Then in the next part of your dream, after your childhood home, you'll end up, in a forest somewhere. Because dreaming is a smaller rendition of what you experience when you leave your body after death. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not going to even get into the astral world and all that. We understand the astral world is basically like a twin world to this one. The only difference, is that in the astral world, you can actually gain more access to, let's just say, enlightenment in a sense. Because there are people over there that you can counsel. There are people over there that can counsel you because it's a spiritual world, although even that world can be considered somewhat of an illusion or a trap as well. Because remember, that world was created by the so-called demiurge. The point that I'm making is this. If you're a deity, or if your goal is self-deification, then you have to understand what time really is. Time is a trap for people like us. For those of us who are on that frequency and wave, because time keeps you in a constant state of panic and fear. Let me say it again. Time keeps you in a constant state of panic and fear. It's always making you think that you're running out of it. Now, your physical body may be running out of it, but you never run out of time because you're infinite. You are infinite. We are infinite beings, powerful beings, having a human experience in a place that is constructed to keep your mind trapped through time and space. And space is really not even space. That's another construct that was created. Because space, like I told you, that universe out there, and some scientists even say that it's a holographic universe that was actually created. It's artificial. It's not real. The real universe is inside of you. Black women, catch that motherfucking T. The black woman is the real motherfucking universe. Catch that T. Niggers. Don't get caught up in the scam and the scam of time. People can go to certain experiences in certain realities that may be up under the timeline, the artificial timeline of, let's say, 1910. But remember, as a God and as a deity, we see things happening simultaneously. Like I said, when you dream, that's a smaller rendition of what happens when you die. You have infinite multiple experiences. You don't just stay in one place. You don't just stay in one place when you die. Your soul travels into different experiences, different realities, different whatever, because it's infinite. You don't just stay in one place. They show you that in that series on, I think it's called Undone. If I'm not mistaken, there's a series called Undone on Amazon Prime. And this girl, it's an animated series, but it has a tweaking of real life because the animation, it looks more real, if that makes sense. The animation is more humanesque. It's not like a total cartoon. It's really humanesque, and this girl is having all of these experiences where she's going in and out of realities. She is seeing different time. Well, I guess you could say different timelines for the sake of argument. She's seeing people die, be reborn. I mean, she's having these awesome experiences that she can't understand because she doesn't understand her mind, just like we don't understand the fakeness of time. There is no time. There is no time travel. You're experiencing different experiences in different realities that meet up at certain points, at certain nexus points. When you are deifying yourself, you understand that time is a construct. See, I don't go by time and all that type of stuff. I don't really go by that. I really don't. That does not really I'm 41 years old. I still feel like I'm 21. Tell you the truth, I don't feel like time is running out for me in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Like some people do. I don't feel that. And see, having that mindset also keeps you young. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a secret. That keeps you young. But that ain't really no secret. I think people who really know that secret, people wonder why certain people may have longevity and better health, because they are outside of the scope of time. Because having to live in that trap, it affects your mind, it affects your body, it affects your spirit, it affects your way of life. You can't be happy if you're living in a trap. And time is a trap. So it's not time travel. You're just traveling. And you are having multiple infinite experiences. That's only for those who are deifying themselves, such as myself. Because like I said, dreaming is a smaller rendition of what happens to you when you die. You have infinite experiences. I know I do in my dreams, because I could be dreaming, like in one dream, I can be dreaming, about a forest, and the next thing you know, I'm dreaming about being in a car. Then the next minute, I'm dreaming about being in another place. Those are infinite experiences interwoven with each other. That's not time. That's not time. That's just travel and infinite experiences. See, my dreams are very, very vivid, and they're very, very powerful, and they're very, very strong. Very, very strong. And a lot of people have dreams like that. But I just wanted to come through and drop that little bit of a message. It was on my mind. It was on my spirit. And that's all I really have to say. This is Cia Grant. Hit me up if you need any consultations, if you need any spiritual information. I give out spiritual information. Okay, I don't do, tarot card readings. I don't do any of that. I mean, every now and then I may pull the tarot for, stuff like certain things, but I'm really not a tarot reader. I know how to do it, but I'm not a tarot reader because, truth be told, tarot reading is for certain energies and vibrations. And I'm just not on that, particular vibration. I do them for personal friends, if they want me to look into a situation for them or something like that. But I give spiritual advice. I give spiritual consultations. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I don't do it for free. Okay? So I want to stress that. It's not even about, truth be told, it's not even about money, but I want to reiterate, you will respect me and you will respect my time. And if I don't know you, I'm not sitting on the phone with you for no 2 hours talking to you if I don't know you. Okay? So if you want a spiritual consultation or if you need any services, you can hit me up at grantseer@yahoo.com. grantseer@yahoo.com is my email address if you need any spiritual services. And please, let me say this as a disclaimer. I'm not here to be your friend. We're not best friends and I'm not looking for no fans. Okay? And do not hit me up with no motherfucking bullshit. Only hit me up if you are serious about your shit. And I cater to gay men, bisexual men, DL men, whatever. I cater to the LGBT black community for spiritual services. Not no gossip, not no bullshit, not no friendship. I'm not on here for no friendship. So let me be clear about that. I cater to gay men, bisexual men, even heterosexual men who may have questions about certain spiritual things. Because heterosexuality is not just straight. It's not just a straight line. There are many different aspects to heterosexuality I'm learning. So if you have any spiritual needs, hit me up and we can talk. All right. Thank you.